Hello everyone, here is the part 2 of the tutorials on the complete and detailed residential project. In this tutorial I am going to show you guys about how to create these kitchen cabinets in Revit. The link to the part 1 is given below in the description box. But before we continue with the video, I ask you to like and share my videos. Do give me your feedback in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. So now let's start. This is where I have left in part 1. So now go to the level 1. I am going to hide this image which I have inserted in this floor plan. So now this is the detail which I have created in the part 1 of part 1 tutorial. So now I am going to place the kitchen cabinets along this wall. For that I need to create the sectional elevation of this wall. For that select the section command and place the section line as shown. Now you can see in this project browser the section tab has appeared. Now go to component, then click on model in place and then select generic model from here. You can type a name for this generic model. So first of all I am going to place some reference planes according to the design of the kitchen cabinets as shown in this video. Once you have placed the reference line, select extrusion command and pick the plane of this wall and then draw a rectangle like this. After that, give it an extrusion end value which is going to be 1 feet 10 inches. Then click OK. In the 3D you can see that this extrusion box has appeared along this wall as we have placed the reference plane of the wall. Assign material to this extrusion. It is a good practice to assign the materials as soon as you draw something instead of placing them at the end, and always create material parameter. so that you can easily change the material if you want in the future. Now select Void Extrusion command, set the reference plane to this surface, and then draw another rectangle like this and another one like this. Assign it the extrusion and value of 1 feet 9 inches, and now you can see it in the 3D that it has created uh, an opening and a void within the previous extrusion. Now it is time to create shelves. So for that, again select extrusion, set the reference plane to this wall, and then place some lines in here. To make these lines at an equal distance with each other, take the help of this dimension command and then click on equal. Now give a thickness to these lines. For that, I am going to create the top shells to be to have higher value for height as compared to the lower shelves. These shelves are not attached to the wall as they are attached to the cabinets. So give them an extrusion start of 1 inches and an extrusion end value of 1 feet 10 inches, making them a total width of depth of 1 feet 9 inches. You can see the detail being created in the floor plan wireframe view. Now again select extrusion, set the reference plane to this surface, and then draw a rectangle like this. Create the elevation for this extrusion as shown in the video. This surface, this extrusion which I am creating right now is going to have a different material. Give this the extrusion start of 0 inches and extrusion end of 1 inches. This is the this is the surface where I'm going to attach the door of the cabinet. Copy and paste these shells on the other side. Assign material parameters as shown in the video. You can provide any material of your own choice. I want to create a simple yellow sheet, so for that remove this image and select this yellow color of your choice, so you can give it a red or purple or anything you want, like this. To create the family of door, open new family template file of generic model. Go to front elevation and place the reference planes as shown. Then assign parameters of width and height for the door. Make sure that these parameters are instance parameters. Now select extrusion and draw the rectangle like this. Make sure to lock all the 4 sides. Give it an extrusion and value 1 inches, which being the thickness of sheet. Now create another place another reference plane at the center. Make it equal. Assign a name to this reference plane. I am going to name it mid. Then select extrusion, set the reference plane to mid in the reference level floor plan, and then draw the draw the profile which is going to create a void within this door, which is basically is going to have our handle. In the floor plan, select symbolic line command and draw the detail of this plan as shown in the video. Keep the angle at 45 degrees. Make sure to lock these edges at this blue point so that when you change the height and width of the door, these symbolic lines move along with it. Draw the arc like this and make sure to align this arc at the blue dot as well. In the front elevation, place hidden lines in the symbolic line command and then place them like this so as to show the opening of the door in the elevation. Also lock these lines at the blue dot uh, with the reference planes like this on both of the sides. Now load this family into the project. Before placing the door, I'm going to adjust this extrusion a little bit. Now place the parameters of height and width as shown in the video, as I have to link the parameters of door to these parameters. In the level 1 floor plan, place the door as shown. I have to move this section line a little bit because it is cutting the door. Now select this door and then in this link the panel height uh, to the panel height and the panel width to this panel width parameter so that both of these parameters are linked to each other. Move it to its position with the help of align command. You can also make use of the move command. Select and mirror it on the opposite side. Now I am going to place the refrigerator in this project as shown. Select and mirror this cabinet towards the other side of the refrigerator. Double click on it to enter the modify mode, and in here move this extrusion towards this side. Now it appears to be okay. Now I am going to place a cabinet on the upper side of the refrigerator. For that I am again going to select this model in place command, then generic model template, and repeating the same process I am going to create the cabinet as shown. Now for the door of this cabinet I have to place the handle somewhere else. So for that, open the previous door family, make another copy of the family by using save as and provide a new name to it so that our previous family is not destroyed. Then remove this void extrusion which we have used to create the handle. Then go to left elevation, and then with the help of void extrusion create the handle as shown. Also delete the symbolic lines in the front elevation and the reference level floor plan, as it is not going to be opened like this. Then save it and load it into the project. Then go to section 1 elevation, assign parameters for this extrusion for this cabinet as shown. Again the parameters are going to be width and the height. Place the cabinet door in the floor plan and then link the width and height parameters of this door to the uh, height and width we have just created. Now I am going to create some other cabinets on this right side of the wall. For that, again I'm going to select component model in place and generic model. Again I'm going to place some reference planes uh, according to the design of the cabinets. After placing the reference plane, select extrusion. Set the reference plane to this wall and then draw a rectangle like this. Then select void extrusion, set the reference plane to this plane and then draw the rectangles like this as to create openings in the previous extrusion. Now create some shelves as shown in the same way in which we have previously created. Select and mirror these shelves on the other side. One by one, place shelves on all of the cabinets as shown with the help of extrusion command. Don't forget to assign materials to all of them as soon as you draw them. With the help of extrusion command, select this reference plane, and now I am going to draw that part at which I have to place the doors on these cabinets. So draw that draw that extrusion as shown in the video. Give it an extrusion and value 1 inches. Now it is time to place the doors for these cabinets. For that, place the cabinet in the level 1 floor plan. Assign place height and width parameters for these cabinets, and then link the parameters of this door to the parameters which you have created in this project file. The process is the same as I have shown in the creation of the other cabinets. With the help of extrusion command, I am going to place some shells that is going to link both of these cabinets on the left and right side. Then draw an extrusion for the bottom of these cabinets, the part at which these cabinets are being placed. So that's all for today. I have tried to create as much detail as possible in this tutorial. Still, if you want to, if I have missed something or you want to learn something else, you can ask me anytime. I will meet you guys in the next video. I will continue from here, and till then, goodbye and take care. And most importantly, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.